Hello, welcome to The Lobby, GameSpot's weekly hangout every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, right here on GameSpot.com. On this week's show, Goat Simulator 2014, the latest game in the hot Goat Simulator franchise. Kevin Van Ord is going to come on and play some Elder Scrolls Online. His review is going up pretty soon, but not too soon, so he's going to give us some early impressions on that. Mary Kish is going to have some new releases, Maxwell McBargains with some bargains, and much more. I'm your host, Danny Dwyer, joined as ever by Mr. Christopher Waters. And today we are delighted to be joined by Keith Lee, who's showing off Duelyst. This is a new video game which is coming out and was kickstarted, and it looks pretty.
Thank you, thank you.
I said I'd give you the hardest intro ever and see how you did with it. You passed.
Thank you.
Nice work. Thanks very much for joining us today, man. Please explain the Duelyst to folks. It's kind of like a Final Fantasy Tactics online competitive thing?
That's a perfect
Is that all right?
summary. That was a really solid summary.
Okay.
So Duelyst is a squad-based tactical combat game, and we focus 100% on multiplayer competitive ranked play. So what was popularized in Warcraft 3 all the way to League of Legends and Hearthstone, we've been really focused on building matchmaking, building a competitive set of tiers and leagues, but really we grew up on Final Fantasy Tactics, Fire Emblem, and we wanted to make sure that we could target all the folks that love classic tactics games. Yeah, so that's really what we decided to do.
They are like games that I would consider predominantly single player experiences, one that you drive into, like you spend a lot of time involved in. Has anyone tried to do this before?
Not so much, and the reason why is that most people love a single-player campaign, but for us, once you finish it, it's over, and I think that multiplayer is usually tacked on. So we wanted to build a game from the ground up to focus on competitive rank play, and I think that's going to really excite people and have a lot of longevity.
All right, the Duelyst, I've seen the trailers, the Kickstarter's been up, it's been wildly successful. Can we actually have a look at the game?
Yes.
Let's just hop right into it here.
Love to hop right into it and talk a little bit about the game rules and how everything works. So I'm going to hop right into the game.
Danny.
Yes?
Duelyst.
What do I keep saying?
The Duelyst.
Oh no, I thought you were going to say Duelist.
Oh,
because I used I put a bit of Irish on it there.
That's
Duelist.
different. That's a match 3 gem game.
All right, Duelist.
So in Duelist, you start out as a duelist, you play the role of a bloodborne general. And the whole concept here is you actually have a set of cores, which is essentially mana or AP, and it will ramp up every turn as it ends. And what you can do is you have an action bar in the bottom, and you can pre-select and decide on a bunch of different units and battle spells to deploy onto a very compressed tactical map. We designed this to be very, very small so that when you move, you can jump and hop right into a game. The game should last less than 20 minutes. You don't have to move around a lot, and it's really focused on tactical gameplay. So what I'm going to show you guys right now is 2 different generals. You'll notice also that there are certain tiles that look different, and these are core tiles. And essentially what it'll do is that if you land on these, you will get power-ups or have more AP or mana for you to use.
Randomized, or is it those specific ones?
They're different for every single map and every single place. So for example, right now, I can deploy a different unit around here, and it costs 1 core for me to launch this guy out here, but I'm out. So I'll end the turn, and as you know, I'm playing actually against myself. And so there's 2 versions of myself.
Cheating, that's called, I believe.
Yes, it'll be one version of myself
victory.
that has a higher ELO ranking than the other, because one of them is going to beat one of the other versions of myself.
So do you always start with just 2 generals, and then from there you're spawning?
Yes, you start out with 2 generals. You can deploy different units, and they all have different associated costs. You can cast spells, and you can also move them around. But when you do move them, it also costs AP. So you can't just spam a bunch of different units out there and do these type of things. So right now I'm using this general. I'm going to deploy a unit right here, end the turn, and you'll notice right here that he has this aura, and it's because this general has a special ability. So every unit will have their own special ability, and it offers defensive armor to any units that are surrounding or nearby this general. So in this case, he's protected. I'm going to move this guy over here, and love his hair. Our guys worked on Rogue Legacy, and there's just a lot of really cool expressive animations that we've done for this. I'm going to launch this really awesome guy who's a long-range projectile guy. So I'm
It's,
gonna
the art style is I hope it carries over on the stream as well. It's kind of a nice blend between like almost kind of like pixel art, but just loads of super nice like effects happening.
Yes, yes. We wanted to take that iconic classic feel of Fire Emblem and Tactics, but marry this a lot with the greatest and best tactical CCGs. So what you also notice is right here, we have an Arcanist class, and you can actually see his range. He can actually shoot and fire across 3 tiles. So right now, I'm gonna actually have the Mage cast a Chain Lightning spell. So now he's gonna cast this spell and do some damage, but I wanna take this guy out really, really quickly. So I'm gonna change my turn, and I'm gonna try to nail this guy before he starts to do more damage to my folks.
Send them in the chat on GameSpot or Twitch.
So I killed this guy right here.
Should I go to the store?
So is
And
this
I move
battle?
this down.
Sorry, if this battle's playing out immediately, you're relying a lot on your summoned units. You know,
That's
you're
right.
not going right into head-to-head with the general.
That's
I
right.
guess the win condition is kill the opposing team's general.
That's right.
But so is that sort of how these things play out? People, you know, it's what you've summoned that you are predominantly fighting with?
Yes, you're summoning a lot of different units, but you can customize your squad, so no squad will be the same. There's going to be an upper bound of 25 to 30 units that you could bring in, including battle spells, including battle units. And so in this case, for example, I brought in this guy who's a faction-specific unit, and I can actually fire right now. And right now, I can actually fire across and do triple damage across some of these folks. And
When you say you customize your squads, is that before the game starts, or are you talking
that's
about
before.
once you're in?
So there's a pre-staging
Okay, really?
where you're able to choose a lot of different units. And for example, right now, I want to lock this guy down because I'm going to be casting a lot of spells here. So I can actually cast an ice pillar that will land on this guy. So now he's actually stuck and he can't move.
Also,
Keith,
just
I need
for,
to- yeah.
I think you've got the stream
Let me
open
interrupt
on
you
your
for a sec.
laptop, which we're getting a bit of playback coming through the speakers.
Oh, okay.
While you're doing that, want to remind folks, if you've got any questions at all for Keith about Duelist, by all means, stick them in the Twitch chat, GameSpot comments, or hit us up on Twitter, and I'll make sure to ask them. In fact, I think we may have one here already. Pajaloza asks, do you have any tips for advanced play in the game, for advanced matches? How scalable are the battles in it? Are we talking? Do the games themselves get harder, the matches based on who's involved in them, or is it just player skill versus player skill?
Yes, so we spend a lot of time building out matchmaking. So you're going to be always matched with equally matched players, but we also have a lot of different modes. We have single player, we have practice casual, which is asynchronous, and we also
cool.
have ranked normal play, where you can actually pre-select your custom squad, and we actually have a 4th mode, which is ranked draft. So what that does is it automatically unlocks all the available units and spells available in the entire collection of the game. You can go in and immediately hop into the game and play ranked competitive games. So there's a lot of different modes that are available for people. So let me kind of show you some of the other really great effects here and some of the folks. So this is actually a unit called the Justice class for this faction, which is a Songhai. And what she does is she's able to grab health from an enemy unit and actually siphon it back to your general. And so in this case right now, I'm getting kind of schooled on the left side. And so I'm going to try to fire right now, have my archer kind of hop back, and she can actually hit further away. So that's kind of one of her abilities. But I'm a little scared of this unit, which is a Sentinel class.
Yeah, it's a
which
big,
can
massive
actually,
boar.
It's
I'm
a boar.
surprised you're scared of it.
It could devour units. And so I'm going to put my tank up in the front to protect myself and kind of see what happens here.
How many different classes are available to each one of
There's
these?
7 classes per faction. Those
Okay.
are specific, but there's 100+ different battle units and spells that you can incorporate into your own custom squad. So there's an infinite number of variations, and based on how your units and your abilities are drawn in the action bar, you can have a totally different set of opening moves. And so I'll give you an example right here. I'm going to give this guy a speed ability. So now he can actually move further and faster. I'm going to have him move up to the front. And he's not going to be aware that I had this movement right here. So what's going to happen is I'm going to move the Sentinel class up here, devour this tank, move this guy down to the bottom, attack this general. Then I'm going to show you this really awesome move So right now, I'm a little bit scared, so I'm going to drop this thing called Firefall in this spot because I don't want him to stay in this mana tile and this core tile, and it will actually do a damage over time area effect in this area.
Did you make the ground hot lava? Is that what just happened?
Yeah, it's burning across this 3x3 grid. I want to get out of here, so it's going to damage me every single turn. But the cool thing is this guy had packed in a spell called Void Walk. What it'll do is swap out the location of any of your allies with the general. So right now I can switch, and this guy's going to get hurt, but I don't care as much about this.
Yeah, take that
unit.
mag and shield bear.
Dime a dozen.
You jerk.
I'm going to move this guy up. Basically, a version of myself.
Congratulations,
Keith won. Nice.
You took it.
Suck it, Keith. Keith won. You suck.
So this is just an overview of all the different units. There's 100+ units, lots of different factions. We've got some amazing stuff that we're building around the story and the world.
That's you guys started the Kickstarter for this. Like it's almost, I think it's a week left or something. Just like 3 or 4 weeks ago it started?
We actually have about 8 days left.
Okay.
And we have a lot a really exciting stretch goals, including mobile tablets.
I see the next stretch goal is that you're going to try and crack it out in a couple of different languages as well.
A couple languages. We want to have a lot more story elements into our game. And the big ones that we really want to push for is to get it onto PS4 as well as the Xbox One.
What's the current launch platform?
So right now we're going to be launching on the web, on Windows, Mac, and Linux. And the great thing is that this will actually work on the browser without plugins.
Oh, really?
So the whole idea is that since the session times are really short, we want people to open a tab at work and to be able to play a quick session.
You want people to not do their jobs so they can play your game.
Just enjoy their work experience a lot more. And I mean, the thing that is really interesting to me about this as a competitive endeavor is that turn-based action, because so many games that you sort of reference, League of Legends, StarCraft, like these competitive, these tactical competitive games can be so intimidating based on just actions per minute and just the match length and just the sheer physical skill of the players who sort of are very good at them. But with this, it's almost not at all about the physical skill because it's just click this box, that box. You have plenty of time for your turn.
That's right.
It's all about the mental.
That's really one of the reasons why we wanted to build this game, because our team's getting slightly a bit older. We don't have all the crazy 400 APMs.
Yeah.
We can't compete. But even though we grew up on Warcraft 3 and Counter-Strike, but the ability to hit a pixel and to box things is just a bit harder. So for us now, this is a perfect product where we can still be super competitive. We can invest our time. We have very limited time, so we wanted to make the game super short, and at the same time it's still ranked and it's got a lot of competitive play, and you have 90 seconds to make your decision, not half a second.
The asynchronous play seems to be something that's getting way more popular in terms of people playing at work as well. The ability to just do your move and then head back to shut the tab down.
It's really popular, especially for mobile tablets and things like that, and we offer that as well. So you could play multiple sessions and multiple games with different people, and it's nice because you don't have the pressure of 90 seconds to play the hardcore ranked games. So this is more of a casual mode for people to practice as well, and so we want to offer that.
Awesome. Keith Lee, Counterplay Games, thank you so much for coming on and showing us Duelist. Again, for the folks at home, when is it out and on which platforms? And where can they go to your Kickstarter as well?
So we're currently going to be on Steam Greenlight, and so please definitely vote for us. We're still running our Kickstarter, and we plan to launch this in December of 2014 of this year.
Awesome. Keith, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank
We're going to be back in a couple of minutes with the Elder Scrolls Online with Kevin Van Ord. Actually, right after this, we're going to tell you about a giveaway for a couple of games that are in a trailer right now.
that a good?
MLB 14, the show, and NBA 2K14 coming out in a double pack. And if you want to win one of those bad boys, we're giving away a bunch of copies of it live on the show right now. All you have to do is follow. There it is. Look at that. Two in one, yo.
The basketball pack.
Two, look, one sport combined. Baseball. When the baseball started yesterday, didn't it? Giants just about eked out a victory.
I could tell that because of the flood of orange uniforms that were rushing in my face as I
See, if
tried
that
to
happened
leave.
in Ireland, that's because the Protestants are coming.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Kevin's there. Let's not talk about him for a second. If you want to win one of those games, follow GameSpot on the Twitters, and a tweet went out just a couple of minutes ago in reference to this very competition. Just hit that retweet button, and you can win a copy of those 2 games. We'll be doing listing out the winners of those during the show. Kevin Van Ord, Elder Scrolls Online. Why in the goddamn hell are you wearing an Assassin's Creed?
Do you like my robe?
It's an Assassin's Creed robe.
Yeah, Justin Calvert got this for me. Isn't it great?
It's wonderful.
It's great.
Pretty fantastic.
I can also wear it at home. I won't just wear it here.
I think you should maybe not put it onto your microphone.
Oh yeah, the mic. I guess I need the microphone, right?
I feel like the optimal place to wear this is probably at home.
I wonder if I can dramatically remove.
Let's do it.
This. I've never tried this before, but
Come on! The next Assassin's Creed game, you play as Kevin Van Ord. Also, it's set in San Francisco in the modern day. Also,
none of those. Oh yes,
Napoleon
yes,
Dynamite is
that's
part
the
of
thing
canon.
that's happening.
it's great.
Do the chickens have large talons?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls Online. That's what I'm here to play.
I
Actually,
believe
yeah.
free to play.
No, that's not a thing.
It's April Fools. We can say whatever we want on today's show. It's the best part.
Oh look, there I am.
There's your
I
dude.
just have to look over there.
All right.
Is that Kevin Van Nord?
That is, well,
Can we
I am called Van Nord. See, my problem is I'm not a Nord, so I didn't want to be too
Yeah, you don't want to be misleading.
misleading.
Wait a
about
second.
it.
This is first person. What's going on?
This is first person.
It's oldie scrolls, man.
It's LD Scrolls,
You gotta play
but
it
to be
first
fair,
person.
most MMOs actually let you play them in first person.
That's true. But you never see the
So-
weapon.
No, you never. This is interesting. Like you see it over there. They've obviously put some effort into the first person. So, for example, if I try to like tumble, like that's what you see in first person as opposed to the grand.
Yeah, that was way better.
Person tumble.
That was way
there.
better. That tumble
Yeah.
animation there in first person. That was
Yeah,
great.
you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show me another one.
Oh,
You
okay.
tumble forward. Is this like Unreal Tournament?
I'll tumble for you. There you
yeah.
go. See what I did there? I made a Culture Club reference that nobody gets but me.
got
No,
it.
Warren Goff got it.
Yeah. People are like, yeah, I totally get
Kevin,
that.
would this game be way better if your point of view toppled around in a nauseating circle every time you did a
Oculus
somersault?
Rift.
No, it cannot be better.
Kevin Van Ord, give me the skivvy on
Also,
Elder Scrolls
sadly, I
Online.
cannot jump everywhere I go and actually earn
Agility.
skill for that, which is kind of sad.
You have leveled up.
That was how I played Morrowind. I just
my
like
goodness.
jumped everywhere.
Can you be over encumbered?
That river's pretty.
This actually just has an inventory limit.
Okay, Kevin, I would love to sit here and spend the next 20 minutes talking about how this isn't Skyrim.
Right.
Can you just tell me, give me the skivvy on the Elder
Are you
Scrolls
some
Online.
sort of wizard?
I am a sorcerer. I'm playing a high elf sorcerer.
Okay.
I'm in the Daggerfall Covenant.
Ooh.
So that and I have a guild. So if you want to join, I forget the name of the guild.
That's good.
What's the name of the guild? The Vanguard Nords is the name of my guild. So you should apply for that. In the meanwhile, let's get into some fighting
Should
here.
fight this thing. Do you have a pet? Did you summon a familiar?
I do have a pet. Thank you, Danny, who's fixing my microphone.
Oh, Lurcher goes down.
I do.
Who's
That's a
your
clan.
pet?
That's a clan fear.
Whoa.
I got
Can
cla-
we just look at that again, real
Dude, I've
quick?
got clam fear all the time.
That looks like one of those little sewer dinosaur chickens from Deus Ex.
It does. That's
Yeah,
exactly what it
totally.
looks like.
But I also
Right.
have.
Get the lawyers on the phone.
I also have a couple of cosmetic pets that I can pull out if I can remember exactly where they are
Man.
here. It's hard to see from here.
I
but,
only have cosmetic
here we go.
pets.
So I have.
Are they like beautiful butterflies that perch on your shoulder?
No, I've got an
Oversight.
Imgikin, which is so basically I've got a monkey, a lizard, and a crab. So
A mud crab?
a mud crab, a scuttler, and
There's a dude behind you.
Are you going to get PvP'd right now?
No, that's not here. I could go to the PvP area, but it takes a little bit of time.
That's Cyrodiil, right?
to get there. Cyrodiil is the PvP area. It functions. It's in the Dark Age of Camelot Guild Wars 2 vein.
Okay,
Tree
so
demons on fire.
give me I want the blank canvas on this. Or are we just in a place now where basically we know everything about MMOs because Warcraft's been out so long? Or what new is Elder Scrolls Online bringing to the table here?
Well, I think part of it is that it has a really great. The questing is really great. Number one in this game. That's the thing that I like the most, is that most of the things are not sending you out saying kill 5 of this, kill 10 of that.
Yeah, collect 5 ruined pelts.
They're actually doing a really good job of giving everything some context. So, for example, this I'm just coming through and fighting these things, but I've been through here before. And when I first did this, I helped the Weird Sisters.
Oh yeah.
So there's basically a bunch of witches that are that use the term weird to describe themselves.
They spell it with a Y.
Yes. So and you get lots of chances to make decisions.
Okay.
So for example, I had a quest in which a man had stolen a necklace from his mother.
Whoa.
To give to his servant girlfriend.
Right.
Oh
But when the mom found out, then he denied it. Okay. And the woman was the servant girl was thrown into the tower.
Right.
And left to rot, basically.
Wait,
So
and how did you fix this?
Servant girl?
So no, she was dead. I had to talk to her ghost, and then I had to decide: was I going to break the curse so that the family would be set free, or would I actually enact her revenge?
Oh, that's good.
So there are those moments where you get to do that. As far as I can tell, there's no grander. There's no element of that where there are grand consequences for a lot of that stuff, but more immediate consequences.
But that kind of is often more enjoyable, because then you don't feel like you're playing a game. It doesn't feel gamey. It's just like a moral decision.
And also, you're not waiting for some distant payoff all the time. You feel like you're doing stuff. You feel like you're living a life.
Right. Another interesting aspect of the game is the lack of interface, as it were.
So you're playing in first person now. Do you actually tend to play in first person, or are you just doing this for our sake?
It all depends. Sometimes I play in first person just because it's Elder Scrollies, and I like Elder Scrollsy.
Yeah,
I like the way some of the spells look in first person when I'm playing.
Oh, we're in
But there are other times when I'm up against enemies that that have attack cones.
Okay,
where
yes.
you have to get outside of the cone, or you have acrobatic enemies that are leaping over top of you and stuff. In that case, I like to play third person because I can't always see the extent of the damage cone.
Yeah, a little bit more
example.
situational awareness.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does he just run into a bog and get his horse eaten by an alligator?
Well, the horses are kind of an interesting thing. I'll get on my horse.
Can you summon your horse?
I'll summon my horse.
What level do you need to be?
There we go.
I quite like the whistle.
You can get it right away. 1 gold buys you your first horse.
Really?
Wow.
So
the horse economy is just totally bottomed out.
But then getting good horses, and you can feed your horse to help his stats.
Oh. Can one of the stats be flying?
No, sadly.
I thought you were going to say you can feed your horse to an elder god.
You feed
for
things
stats.
to your horse. But there is the sad thing about horses is they do tend to be a little bugged. Sometimes you're just like, you get into water and suddenly my horse will just disappear, even though horses are supposed to be able to like cross marshes and things like that. I also had another interesting bug the other day. It was actually part of the Weird Sisters quest line where suddenly people were speaking in German.
Great.
And I was talking to Justin Calvert, who's also playing the game, and he mentioned that for him it was in English the way it was supposed to be.
That's great.
So
random German.
I'll go to go to
show us the map. Show me how big it is.
So here's
but while you do that, Geglington in the Twitch is asking how much a month is this game?
This is $15 a month.
Okay, cool. First month free?
Yes, first month free. So
with
this
purchase of game for
with purchase of game for yes.
So
$60.
First month, $60.
$50?
It costs $50, I think, and then $15 a month. And there are some pre-order bonuses where you can unlock a race for an entire race.
What race?
For a pre-order?
It's one of the sucky races.
No, is it the red card? Is it?
Okay.
Am I wrong about that? I could be wrong because the code that I got is all of that stuff. I got all of the
deluxe
stuff.
edition.
So I wasn't quite sure.
So you started off in.
So this is all of the game. This is all of Tamriel that you get to explore.
You can even go to where the Altmeri elves are from.
But in this case, I can fast travel. But I'm gonna, I think.
Have you been to Skyrim yet?
No. No, I have not been to Skyrim. I have to get there before I can fast travel to different places. But Daggerfall, because I'm part of the Daggerfall Covenant, that is the first city that I went to. So I'll go ahead and travel to Daggerfall so people can get an idea of what Daggerfall looks like.
Is that based on your race or your class?
It's based on your covenant. You choose, which does have some, in my case, any race and class, I could be a member of any covenant I wanted to be of any of the three factions. As far as I know, there are some limitations for people who are not, who did not get the collector's edition stuff. So here's Daggerfall.
Ooh, it looks way better than Daggerfall looked.
Well,
that's because the mayor, Dagger Dale, has done a lot of.
Yeah, but he's weird, man. That dude, like that whole crack video online and stuff.
Look, man,
where he was doing skooma.
Yeah,
remember that? That was.
There's a lot of pressures on the mayor, and if the streets are clean,
they're pretty clean.
What he does in his spare time, who's to judge?
Is there all like side questy stuff, a la Elder Scrolls? Like, is there a Thieves Guild? Is there a Dark Brotherhood stuff?
There is. Right now, I'm a member of the Fighters Guild and the Mage Guild.
Is that a dog hanging out under a tree?
I don't know yet if there is a Thieves Guild.
Right.
I don't know what the Dark Brotherhood presence.
Yo, kill that goat.
Quite yet.
Danny, that is a sheep.
It's a goat. See.
He's done.
See, it's a goat. See.
You're really sad. I don't even get anything for that. But yeah, there are side quests and whatnot as well. And once you join guilds, I can show you this. Once you join certain guilds, then you get access to certain skills that you wouldn't have had before. Like in the Fighters Guild, now I can start leveling up these particular things once I do enough quests for the guild and so on and so forth. Mages Guild here. And so forth.
Is that bit at the bottom, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is that sort of your hotkeys of the skills that you have?
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
Right now?
That's absolutely correct.
Are you happy with 5, or is this a game where you feel like?
Well, I get those 5, plus I get my my super skill here, and there's also another skill that I can attach to the QT.
What's your super skill? Can you do it to another goat?
I can. Let me find something to fight. It's more fun if
like an actual goat as opposed to a sheep, which Danny insists on calling a goat.
We call those goats where I'm from.
It's goats on the brain, right? I mean, that's all we're really
definitely got
goats. There's one there to your left.
Oh, I got to the left. That's a goat. No, it's a deer.
That's a deer. You want to actually waste my skill on a deer?
No, don't do it.
Okay.
Go find a
Murloc
demon.
Hang on, I'll try to find something.
This game looks pretty great.
It really does.
The game looks good, yeah.
I will caveat that for a first. Actually, you know what? No, for an MMO, it does look. It's really good, but it actually looks kind of alright anyway.
It looks pretty good, yeah. I mean, just by any standard, it looks nice. It doesn't. It's not breaking any technological barriers.
No.
So
it's pretty.
But it is pretty. It has that Elder Scrolls style. But once you start looking at some of the nitty gritty, this is Elder Scrolls, right? So the animations aren't exactly top of the line, as it were, which is my way of saying the animations are pretty mediocre overall. But so in motion, the game isn't as good as when it's stationary, which again is sort of an Elder Scrolls. That's just Elder Scrolls history, right?
Yeah.
To make the animations look good would be denying the history of Elder Scrolls.
Does that hold true when you start talking to somebody? Like their face is just a little bit.
It's not as quite as wonky as it used to be.
Does it zoom in on their faces real weird?
It does zoom in on their faces, but they look pretty natural. But the lip syncing isn't all that great. Here we go.
I'm gonna get through a couple more questions here. Scroll back in Twitch. Ask Kevin, how much does the game feel like a proper MMO? Do you interact with others, and is group content meaningful?
I've done some grouping, not a lot of grouping yet. I've only done some.
Shoot it.
Oh, see, I can't do my thing. It's on cooldown.
Well, then shoot it with your other thing.
A lot of people are.
But anyway, yes, you do get a chance to do that. But I haven't done any dungeons. I have done PvP. And we could always move over to PvP real fast before we end if somebody sort of wants to see a little bit more.
We've got about 3-4 minutes.
Interaction.
If you think you can do it in time. While you're doing that, I got a couple more questions. Why Tulip1 in GameSpot chat asks, why is there such a delay between the PC version and the PS4 version? And do you think the melee combat is better than Skyrim?
No, I don't think the melee combat is better than Skyrim. I would actually rather play Skyrim's melee combat than this.
The combat in this feels like MMO combat, correct? It
feels more like MMO combat than Skyrim does. I do like being a spellcaster. I'm trying to get into the queue for PvP. It does feel like more like an MMO than typical like Elder Scrolls, because there's this sense of, your actions aren't necessarily being seen on screen as one-to-one. I pressed the button and the thing happened on the screen the way you would normally expect. There's also a hang on, I'm getting into there. There's also the cooldown aspect is probably a little bit greater in the MMO. You'd have to wait for things to
And you're not
cool
actively
down.
blocking shots and swinging your sword back, are you? It's not like you were blocking in. Like,
you do block, but again, this stuff seems a little bit more hotbar-ish than typical Skyrim. So it kind of finds this middle ground. It's not bad by any stretch, but it does lack some of that immediacy of offline Elder Scrolls. So here we are. And let's give you an idea of what the map in Cyrodiil looks like.
Ooh, it's Cyrodiil.
That's not
It's
not quite
tiny.
there. But no, it's not quite it.
Is this the Imperial City? Oh, there is. That's the
So what
Imperial
I
City?
can do is I come in and I can activate the shrine, and now you see what it more or less looks like. So you've
that's
got
cool.
3 factions fighting. This, as you see, the map is mostly red.
Red
which-
team is winning.
Yes, absolutely. So that would be the Ebonheart Pact. That's red.
What a bunch of jerks.
Daggerfall is blue, and you see poor yellow is just having a tough time. Now this is early access, so I suspect that we'll find things, because right now a lot of the pacts, the factions are choosing maps that are going to favor them. So I think this stuff is going to be a little more evened out once we get into.
While you're doing that, a couple more questions. Real quick fire. Be hardy. Are there giant trolls in this video game?
I haven't seen any giant trolls. I haven't seen much of giant anything, and there are no dragons at all.
Oh man,
is my understanding.
Heeb Gamer asks, how big is the world? How diverse is the landscape?
So far, it seems as big and diverse as I would want from an Elder Scrolls game, but it's hard to say right now how it's going to compare because I haven't. It's like Elder Scrolls; you have to get around, you have to unlock the places to really get a sense of how much diversity there is. I will say that I feel like Skyrim had a lot more immediate diversity.
Lycawas has a question that'll be close to your heart. Does it have a banging soundtrack like the other Scroll games?
It's quite beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not, as far as I know, it's not the work of Jeremy Soule, who now exclusively works with SOE when it comes to MMOs.
Oh, really?
So yeah,
Okay.
that was part of the EverQuest Next announcement, is that when it comes to MMOs, Jeremy Soule will only be working with SOE for at least some period of time.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to battle, so maybe I'll be able to get to a battle before before we have to go.
And Jackson 2 Jermaine asked a question which you've probably touched on already. In terms of the combat, have they improved hit detection and third-person combat animations?
It's better than in beta, I would say. They definitely put a lot of work into it. Would I say it's up there with something like Terra, or even Neverwinter? I wouldn't put it up there. No, I would say that Terra still has the best action combat of an MMO at this stage still.
When you talk about action combat, you mean sort of like what WildStar does as well. That whole where you were swinging and how you were attacking isn't just.
Yeah, what you do is what you see.
Yeah.
Is more or less kind of the action combat that a lot of these games are going for now. I think that Elder Scrolls finds itself in an in-between, where it sort of gets some of that and sort of doesn't. So that's where the combat's awkwardnesses lie. Sometimes it feels like it's really nailing it.
Yeah.
Other times it doesn't quite feel like it's got that sense of impact between what you're doing and what's actually happening on the screen. So.
Kevin, are you doing a one-man fort raid?
No, I'm trying to catch up to where hopefully I'll have.
like Elder Scrolls.
I'll have some. So right now I'm trying to get up there. So
You're getting
got a little
there.
bit of a way.
Oh, I see it in the distance
I'm not
there.
sure if we're going to get there.
Yeah, we
Oh,
may
it's right there. Come
we
on,
may
you
not
can
get
see.
there.
You
I'm
can
trying to
even
get
see
to
it.
the fort.
Danny, ask another user question, and we'll be there
I'm
momentarily.
going to ask Kevin a question of my own. You're obviously playing this at the moment for a review. Whenabouts will you have the review up on GameSpot?
I don't know.
You like to.
But the good news is, well, I mean, people can join in the process because I'm live streaming my play. Most every day there's something that I'm doing, so...
and the best way to find out about that.
The best way to find out about that is, here we go. Now I'm getting some other players, which is good news. Even though this is...
horseback
Murder that guy.
spellcasting?
I could try to murder that guy.
Did you just
No.
send a monkey after him?
That's my non-combat.
Elder Scrolls.
Oh.
I don't remember monkeys being in Elder Scrolls.
Coming at you with the axe. Kevin, don't get axed. Kevin, you're getting axed.
I'm getting totally axed.
Yeah.
That's all your
Yeah.
blood coming out of you.
It is all my blood. yes.
That was horrible.
You are defeated.
The PvP, by the way, does put you all at level 50, so there's and that was a guaranteed loss on my part. I mean, I kind of knew that.
Especially
going into it.
with wand play like that.
Yeah, I wasn't.
God.
My wand play wasn't too exciting, but yeah, on GameSpot you can find it's called the Elder Scrolls Online Livestream Extravaganza, and you can watch it there, or you can just follow me directly on Twitch, which is my Twitch username is Kevin Van Ord, and my Twitter username is FiddleCub. So I always announce this stuff, so you'll either see me tweet about it, or you'll get a notification from Twitch when I load everything up and get ready to go. So tonight, 5 to 8 is the scheduled time.
Okay.
That's Pacific. So, which means it's specifically at 5 and 8.
Pacific.
Yeah.
To specific. Before we let you go, can I ask you one more question, or ask you rather, how are you feeling about it right now? One to two sentences. How are you feeling about ESO?
Everything is true. Nothing is permitted. No, that's that's
put
not
it on the box.
We're
Too early.
talking about something else now.
You hit it up too early.
It's decent right now. I don't really have a good sense of whether this is going to be the game I go back to time and time again.
Yeah.
But it nails that Elder Scrolls vibe, but on the other hand, it finds sort of an uncomfortable in between. It's not quite Elder Scrolls because you don't have quite as much freedom.
Yeah.
And that comes across in lots of little ways that I started to really miss
Okay.
Skyrim and Oblivion and Morrowind for that. And it doesn't quite nail the MMO bit because right now the game's not doing anything to really encourage me to be with other people.
Yeah.
So I'm more interested in following the story and exploring the world on my own than I am in getting together with other players. So I'm curious to see how that evolves. It's early times.
Cool.
Obviously. So, but yeah, I'm having a good time.
Sweet. Kevin, thank you very much for coming on.
My pleasure.
We'll be back. We've still got Goat Simulator coming up. New release with Mary Kish is on right after this. Plus, we've got to give away some of those copies of MLB 14, The Show, and NBA 2K14 right after a random question with the Molyneux.
I was going to say something beginning with C and ending in T with 4 letters, but I probably shouldn't say that. It's probably it's Molyneux. Well, to be honest with you, on my mother's side, that has a different pronunciation to my father's side. So there's this confusion even in the family, which is crazy.
Thanks, Peter, for saying the word. No, I'm not going to say it.
Denied!
Oh, it's just like I did with Rob Henry and his ice.
Blocked.
We have a bunch of
karma
winners.
for you.
We got a bunch of winners, did you know, for copies of the PlayStation 3 version of NBA 2K14 and MLB 14 The Show. The winners, in no particular order: Akul Breath,
Hooray!
CGJ Thoma, LASCANH, Eric Wilborn. Thank you for having a normal name. Nick Noskser. They're the top 5. There's a bunch more to win. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer if you want to find out if you won this video game. Also, I hope that's
It's empty. There's not a video game in there.
Is there one in this one? Is there a video game in this one, Chris Waters?
Let me see.
You're going to smack that? How
Yes,
about smacking
there
this
is.
PlayStation 4? You want to smack that out of my hand? Piece of shit. We're giving away the PS4. We've been pimping for the past couple of weeks. Infamous Second Son, and of course a year's subscription to PlayStation Plus. Wait till the end of the show to find out if you're the lucky winner of that as well. But if you're not going to play Infamous Second Son or MLB 14 The Show or NBA 2K14, don't worry, because there are other video games coming out this week, and Mary Kish knows all about them.
Wait,
Isn't that
this
right?
week?
Sup, Mary?
Hey!
Why, there's a goat behind you.
Did you guys know that there are new video games every week?
Every week?
Every week.
Even this week.
Danny keeps trying to sell
Even
me on
this
that
week.
lie. But
I didn't hear anyone say it this week, so I thought I'd mention it.
thanks.
I miss when there's not a guest on the show and Chris is in the middle, because then he's got that big Fallout 3 crotch right by his head and his
That's true.
shot.
I don't know
I
what
think
you're
that's
talking
my
about.
favorite.
Sometimes when I dream, the Fallout 3 crotch is right beside his face.
Don't we all? Don't we all wish it was? No, we don't. But you know what Fallout 3 doesn't have enough of? Dang it.
What?
Doesn't have any
Is it
goats,
goats?
man.
Goats?
Doesn't have goats.
I see a goat behind
Go
you.
with goat.
There is
I
a goat.
don't see a
There's
goat
a goat.
behind
It's on
you.
this side.
Unbelievable.
There's a goat, and there's a baseball.
There's a baseball.
Well, let's get to it. Goat Simulator. today.
It's out for reals. This is not
It
an
is
April
out for
Fool's joke.
realsies.
This game exists.
You know what they say?
We're gonna play it.
Goat big or goat home.
Okay. Do they?
Yeah.
Do they, Mary?
Oh,
People
man.
say it.
That's pretty good.
Are you gonna come on during the Goat Simulator demo and just goat pun the whole time? Because that would be my nightmare.
Totes my goats.
Damn it.
I think I don't have many left.
We're playing that
I've
game
used
pretty
them all.
soon, right here on the levy.
Hey, what you see is what you goat. All right, let's move on. There's also Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate. Now, this was released before from Armature Studios, but now it was the handheld version, but now it's in high definition, and you get fancy new bat skins.
You were gonna say goat skins, weren't you?
were.
I was gonna say goat skins. Do you think one of the Batman skins is a goat?
I hope so.
I really wish it's true.
Batman looks like medieval warfare.
Age of Wonders 3, it's coming out on PC and Mac. And this is coming out just when you think, the 31st. It's already out, so you can get this.
Warlord. Dreadnought.
That's right, you can play as a Dwarven
Theocrat.
Theocrat.
When
just as you've
Theocrat came
always
up,
Which
dreamed.
one of these is not like the other?
Can I be a theocrat?
You're a
Just,
real theocrat.
that's all. That's the only ones you can choose in the beginning. Then you lock the others. Then the Elder Scrolls Online, you guys just played. What do you guys think about it so far? It's pretty good?
Yeah, my favorite part was when he killed the Murloc.
I have actually played that game a little bit, and I enjoy it. It definitely
There's-
has that Elder Scrolls vibe.
It's pretty good. There's no dragons, but it's a millennium before Skyrim, and it's 800 years before Morrowind and Oblivion. So this is a prequel, you guys.
Listen, the Red Sox were only 600 years before them.
Yeah, these guys, this was a while ago. Just in case people were curious, PS4 owners have to wait until May, and that made a few people upset. There's no way you can get it on PS4. You gotta wait a good month.
We're
so
gonna wait.
doesn't matter how
May
upset you
to
get.
play baseball, but it's April.
Well, the season starts in May, sucker. So that's the way it
Unbelievable.
is.
Wow.
I didn't make the rules.
You did.
Don't shoot the messenger.
You did.
It's not my fault.
You did make the goat puns, though.
I did make some sweet.
Thank you very
goat
much,
puns.
Mary. You're the
Yep.
best.
See you guys
Especially
later.
that bit
Mary.
of the MLB
Later.
MLB 14,
Bye.
the show trailer, which you clearly edited in. I want to remind folks, if you want to win a copy of
Okay.
MLB 14, the show, and NBA 2K14, to follow us on the Twitter and retweet that thing that went out about 10 past the hour.
Are you holding
the
it
last
in your left
couple of
hand
minutes.
so I didn't slap that out?
That's
of you?
exactly what I was doing, Chris Wallace. Thank you very much.
That was a good defensive move. I like it.
There's
Learning.
a bunch more games coming out, or that have come out already, which are cheaper than usual. You could say they are bargains.
Like if you were to pay for them, it would not be full price.
Yeah. So hopefully soon enough, we're going to talk to a man who knows all about bargains. But first of all, there's been a bunch of shows. We've done a big shake-up with the original program we scheduled here on GameSpot. We cancelled some stuff.
Fare thee well, Feedbackula.
Pour one out for Feedy Bees.
On your way, waiting
I miss
game.
it, baby. I miss it
Been
already.
a great run.
But we got a bunch more free space to fill up, and here we go. Going to announce the latest show coming to GameSpot.com. So let's check it out.
Well, GameSpot fans, we've rounded up your votes, and the verdict is goats. Rob Handlery here with a new GameSpot original show called Goat Diaries, where I dive into the new hit game Goat Simulator. But here's a taste of this week's episode. Oh, perfect 360 flip. See that? Always remember, go quote number 3, spacebar right after you move, or else you're gonna take a dive and it's not gonna be good. Oh, go! Oh! Billy the Kid, 19, Bleats. What do you call a goat's beard? Billy, we all know that one. A goatee. Let's be original, idiot. I hate to gloat, but this goat boat can float. So take note, Saturdays, 2 p.m. Pacific. See you then.
Goat Diaries, Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific. I hope Rob doesn't mind if we play a bit of Goat Simulator right here on the show in about 15 minutes' time.
Hashtag Goat Diaries.
Hashtag Goat Diaries. Yep. Goat see, Goat do. Maxwell McBargains. I believe there's a bunch of bargains coming.
Oh, that's
just-
right. I am Maxwell McBargains, and once I cannot get over this background. I always forget, because when I'm getting ready, it's just a green screen behind me, and then it comes to life with bargains raining down around me.
Could you do me a favor and step back just one step? Just step back one.
No, that's at the end. He disappears into the
I wanna-
bargain box.
Oh no! Where are the bargains? Are they up here? Or are they back here? Is this good? About right here?
Too close.
Too close? Oh, no, I'm getting the thumbs up from the producers. So I'm
Okay.
They're better.
gonna leave
than
it
me
here.
at that.
Tell us about some bargains this week, Max.
Oh, well, you know, folks, we've had a lot of fun on the internet today, well, with it being, you know, the 1st of April and all. But I want you guys to know that the bargains I've picked out this week are, wait for it, no joke. There was a great glasses pun in there. You're jumping the gun on me here. All right, so
put on
first
sunglasses?
up, we've got Hitman Absolution.
God bless
It's
you.
free right now on Xbox. Games for Gold. It's got sexy ladies on it.
It does.
Oh, come on.
Also available on Games for Gold for Xbox is a little game called Deadlight. Now this is coming out later in the month. Hitman Absolution, it's free right now for Games for Gold. Deadlight comes out towards, like, I believe it starts on the 16th up until the end of the month because, you know, having a game free for the entire month isn't confusing at all.
That game is pretty cool though, and it doesn't take that long to beat. So
Well, there you go.
see those.
Speaking of games that don't take that long to beat, look, it's everybody's favorite game, Dungeon Siege 3. This is part of the Dungeon Siege Complete Pack, which I found on Steam. That comes with Dungeon Siege 1 and 2, as well as Dungeon Siege 3 and some Dungeon Siege 3 DLC. Now, I picked out that one because Dungeon Siege 3 has a special place in my heart. I played it cooperatively with a buddy, and I know everybody hated that game because it wasn't like the old Dungeon Siege games, but I think you should definitely give it a shot. Also, these were the sweet glasses that I was going to do the joke with, and it was going to be.
It was going to be a real good joke.
How much did those glasses cost?
Oh, well, I got them on a sweet McBargain, which means I found them in the bottom of somebody else's desk.
Is that the same place you found that tie?
No, this came from Mary Kish's desk because Mary Kish is the queen of fashion. And apparently the bottom of Peter's desk is where you find the free sunglasses. So
Sweet.
boom,
Wow.
there you go.
This is
That's the bargains for this week, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you very much, Max. So could you do me one more favor? Just step back into the light.
All right,
again.
now I'm going to
Disappear
fade
into the
away
bargain
into
verse.
the bargains.
Thanks.
They're taking me home. Bargains, farewell. This is as far back as I can go.
We'll be back in a second with thanks very much, Max. We'll be back in a second with Justin Haywald with the latest best April Fool gags from around the games industry. But before that, let's check out some of the awesome original programming on GameSpot.com. You know, in about now, as soon, you know, maybe like now.
Hey, Danny, hold this.
This weekend I took some time out of my hectic schedule to play and complete Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. Not that much time though, around 8 seconds.
To be good or to be evil.
Aha! I'm out of here! Run! Yes, that was amazing!
Also tattoos and also drugs. So let's have a look at the back tattoo set. Fingers crossed, it's good.
Oh, it's amazing!
Oh, it's magical.
These do happen to be about loot, but that's Diablo 3 for you. Really need someone to give me $1 every single time I say that.
I haven't seen that one yet. GTA
really good.
Diaries, Pirates of the Caribbean, Skyrim mods, Captain America, The Gist. Why do you care about Dark Souls? Or why you should care about Dark Souls, sorry. Reality check on Thursday, that looked pretty dope. The point, nothing to do with Danny pitching a tent, alright? Damn it, I'm gonna have to change this week's point then, I guess. And of course, Goat Diaries, the latest original program on GameSpot.com, starting Saturday at 2 p.m. I feel bad for Goat's sake, that's enough.
Oh, good.
But we're going to go to news right now. Justin Haywald's in the house. I believe it's
Yes.
April 1st, which means you're an idiot.
I'm an idiot on every day. This is the one day I'm not an idiot.
Oh, really?
This is the one day I'm a genius.
Because it's a joke that you're not an idiot.
Because literally anything can be true.
Everything's reversed.
There is no news today because it's April 1st, and anyone who actually tried to do something serious would just be completely ignored.
Fools!
And so every story today has just been completely ridiculous, over the top. I mean, we had a lot of the things that we expect to see. Like Blizzard always has really great April Fool's stories.
What did Blizzard do this year?
So Blizzard had several announcements.
They always do like 3 or 4 of these.
Yeah.
One of them was for Outcast's Vengeance of the Vanguard, which is a Blizzard fighting game, like Street Fighter fighting game. There's a Dirt Devil character. There's a huge ship, like a StarCraft ship that you can use to just go and decimate your opponents. And
That's not fair. That sounds OP.
It's really, I mean, the screen, the love that they put into it is so awesome. Like seeing all the screens and the character art, like they obviously put so much time into creating this.
And this is the problem with when they do this, is that whenever Blizzard do this, people go, yeah, that's rad. I'll buy that.
pretty cool,
Make that game.
And then they do.
Like when
that's how pandas got
the
into
pandas, that's exactly it. The pandas were a joke. The pandas were an April Fool joke, and then they built an entire expansion
Remember that time
pack
they joked about making a MOBA with all the characters?
All right, and a card game. Oh, Blizzard, you're so crazy.
So another one that is much more in-depth, they announced the StarCraft 2 expansion is going to be Herald of the Stars, which by itself isn't funny, but it's another HOTS, and you read through it, and they just do that acronym over and over again. It's a very funny read. I mean, it doesn't translate well to just talking about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, you definitely want to check out Blizzard and all the crazy stuff that they had. But a couple things leaked a little bit early. So we saw some stuff yesterday that Google is teaming up with Nintendo to offer a Pokemon game basically on your phone where you can look at Google Maps and find Pokemon all over the world. But you have to zoom in really close and you have to literally just like move very slowly and tap on Pokemon, add them to your Pokedex. And I mean, that's real. Like you can do that right now. The joke is...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so the joke is that if you catch all 150 Pokemon, you will be made the Pokemon Master of Google, and they will fly you out to... Yes.
Wow.
They could probably afford to just make up a dumb position like that and actually
just have a person on staff for that. What's the scale like? Like, what is a Bulbasaur the size of like a city block? Like,
well, I mean, it's the size of a
Snorlax
building.
super easy to find because he's just...
Yeah, Snorlax is the size of Peru.
So I mean, they're big enough for you to find when you have to zoom in pretty close. Like you have to, they're about the size of a building.
Oh, okay.
But the farther you zoom out, the harder they are to find.
Naturally.
And then based on where they're at, like I think there's one around Madrid. You can zoom out kind of far and still like look at most of Spain and still find that one. But for like San Francisco, you have to zoom in really close and go like street by street to find all of these crazy Pokemon in that one. There were a couple other announcements that were not
as funny, all right.
Not as funny. Some were just kind of sad.
Let's rapid fire them.
So we had Fez 2 was announced.
Okay, yeah.
Which is probably
re-announced.
Probably not true.
Again announced.
Bungie also has a special edition for their game Destiny coming out for just $7 million. They will send you to Mars to die.
That is a bargain.
It's actually really dark. They're like, we will physically augment your body and send you to Mars where you will die in the vacuum of space.
Wow.
Wow.
Thanks, Bungie.
It's $7 million to go to Mars. I mean,
I think that's actually a bargain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's cheap. That's a deal. And you can also get a really good deal on a Mass Effect Garrus body pillow. Garrus is the huge alien guy.
Yeah.
You can cuddle up with him, just like hold him close as you sleep at night.
Turians are one of the cuddliest species in the galaxy, and
except for their jagged faces.
Yeah, well, they're surprisingly supple.
And they don't ever come out of those suits either.
in pillow form, I bet it's a little bit nicer.
Where's the hole?
And the last story that we had was actually one from us. We said that Dark Souls 2 is going to be introducing a patch with an item to make the game a little bit easier for us.
This actually got me. This actually got me.
You got it?
Because I was on the email of what should be the April Fool's joke at GameSpot.com.
Yeah.
And it still got me. The one that Martin wanted to do, which was Battlefield's EA van carrying like required Battlefield 4 patch crashes in transit. I thought was pretty good, but no one's gonna fall for that one.
Yeah, we had a lot of good ideas about this one, but ultimately this was the one that seemed the most realistic that we could pitch. And
did we get some? Did people fall for it in the comments?
Some people. I mean, it's April Fool's. Like it's hard
Everyone's
to
on
take
guard.
anything serious.
Yeah.
But some people were like, I don't know if this is April Fool's, but you better not do this to that game from software.
I like it. And that's the last April Fool that GameSpot has done. There are absolutely no more April Fools that we've done. No,
it's definitely the only one.
No chance.
For sure.
It's all serious from here on out.
Yeah. All right, Justin, we'll let you go on your way considering you've got absolutely no work to do apparently.
I do. I'm just going to go look at cat videos.
Great. You can watch us play Goats Simulator if you want. We're going to play that in just a few minutes, but right now, Path of Exile just put out a new video for their latest patch. Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. A couple of weeks ago, we went to the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco to learn how to develop and monetize Path of Exile more effectively. The one thing that we were told again and again was that we needed to add the ability for players to pay to win. This posed an interesting question. What does winning in Path of Exile look like? The answer was clearly like this. Now that players could pay to win, we needed to decide a price. Almost every monetization specialist we spoke to recommended that we nickel and dime our customers. Being somewhat unfamiliar with this American pecuniary terminology, we investigated and determined that they meant charging 15 cents per win. Their final piece of advice was that we need to make sure it's a consumable purchase sold in stacks so that people need to keep rebuying to keep winning. So if you feel like you just haven't been winning Path of Exile enough recently, why not pay to win? We hope you enjoy your hard-earned victory.
And we're back, yes! We did a little switcheroo here in the chair, and now I'm sitting in Danny's Moist back sweat.
Yeah.
All right, it's wonderful. Danny, you're joining us on the couch because someone ratted you out and told you it was more comfortable than this chair. And Sean McInnes is here.
Hey!
Hi, Sean.
I'm not here for any particular reason.
No,
I just heard you guys are playing Goat Emulator.
We're playing Goat Emulator.
And that's 21 seconds. I was timing it. How long it was going to take you guys to mention Goat into this demo. For those of you in the Twitch chat who guessed less than 30 seconds, you're right. Yes. And the only thing you win is being grossed out. All right, so Danny, Goat Simulator, you've put a lot of time into this game.
I have. I put a lot of time in.
Have you prestiged in this
I haven't.
game?
I'll play it the minute it comes up on our monitor, though.
Okay, all right.
Well, yeah, that'll work. Let's do that. Yeah, I played a bunch of this last week. This game's pretty great. This game,
you know the table moves.
Yeah, this is enough. I'm on a standing.
He's got it.
Look,
Chris,
man,
Chris.
it's his first time on the couch. I'm just trying to help him out.
So this is Goat Simulator. Is there a modifier on? I've already got the awesome.
Whoa.
Look how heavenly this goat is.
Wow,
That's beautiful.
So Sean, I'm gonna describe this for you because
I've never seen this before.
you've been on holidays.
I've been on holiday.
So I can jump like a goat.
Okay.
That's a pretty sweet vertical.
Whoa! Whoa!
Did not
That was a
land
sick
it.
goat flip.
Check it out. It's like Tony Hawk style. You get like
Flipping easy.
He's doing some flat
Check it out.
spins.
I'm gonna do a hard flip.
Whoa!
That was like a Mick
Get it over
twist.
that thing. Yeah,
a Mick
it was,
goat.
yeah. But I can also just run around. And
Can
be
you
a
make
real
friends
piece
with
of
that other goat?
Just nail this dude from behind.
Wow.
I can also
he is distraught.
I can lick them with my goat tongue.
That just make
Lick
him feel
him
better.
out of the fence.
Whoa!
There you
This is like a Yoshi type
Yeah.
situation.
Whoa!
Yeah, and you basically just, it's just your standard life as a goat. You just run around being a goat, doing all goaty stuff.
Dragging a guy in a
flipping
sweatsuit
dudes
by
around.
your tongue.
Yeah. So they're. Oh, look, it's his brother. It's his doppelganger.
Are you gonna murder him with his brother? You should.
They're
Just like a
twinsies.
goat.
Oh, boom!
The old helicopter spin.
Oh, that's okay.
Just knot him
He's dead
instead. They keep screaming after you've hit them as well. It's wonderful.
Always the screams that get you, didn't it, Danny?
So there's loads of nice little kind of Easter eggs and achievements and stuff. Like love this sweet, sweet petrol station.
You knocked an object quite far.
Get my Michael Bay achievement.
Because you blew something up?
I blew something up. Yeah.
Probably.
So here's a question: why do you have a halo above your goat head?
I don't know. There's loads of modifiers. You can once you complete the game and do a bunch of stuff, you get different modifiers. I'm gonna be the devil later on. I've never managed to actually score this. I keep hitting the crossbar. Yes!
Goal!
Like Zlatan, it said.
That was nice.
Because of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, for you North American.
Presumably
viewers.
some sort of European footballer.
Indeed. Isn't that the best thing ever?
That it named a European footballer,
No, the
or that
front
you can
flip.
do a front
the
flip?
front flip is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
So there's a bunch of Easter eggs in this game.
Whoa. That car is driving like a maniac.
One of my favorite things is this protest,
What are they protesting?
which really speaks to something to my heart, is that they want to stop penis-shaped food.
Wow.
So I'm gonna lick their leader here.
That's a show of support from the goat lobby.
Come here. How's this for
Oh, look
penis-shaped
at his
food?
neck! Oh no!
Yeah. Oh,
Oh wow. He's in a bad way. So,
so they list bugs as a feature in the Steam page. Look at this dude's neck.
they're like, they fixed a few bugs, but then everything else they left in because it was hilarious, I think was the patch notes.
You've got demon eyes.
You can also just type into the
terrifying.
console and go, hello,
Hello,
I am a goat.
I am a goat.
See?
I
This is
am
the
a
future
goat.
of video games.
That's bringing.
Oh, your goat! No!
Whoa, who's
What?
that?
I got this sweet goat achievement.
Wow,
There's loads
you
of
just
like.
Head behind that goat.
Robbing that goat, living in that goat tower.
Goat Simulator is a game that's gonna take you a while to prestige. Like, there's a lot to do. There's a lot of unlockables. There's a lot of meta game going on here. Like, for instance, this just looks like a normal tower, but then when you go into it, they're all like, "Oh man, you're in this sweet goat castle."
Oh, what?
What?
You gotta.
What?
You gotta make sure you get, because you're the king. So you gotta.
You're the queen.
You're the queen.
Queen says like there. See?
You are queen of all goats. All the goats must make obeisance unto you.
And I'm back.
That was.
And now I have my special power.
You got like bonus horns.
I do. Look at my horns.
Achievements for that too.
Check my doodah.
Oh, you got like a goat's. You got like a something skull on your face.
Oh, I didn't tell you about slow-mo.
There
can go
is
in slow motion as well.
motion. Danny, Heeb Gamer in the GameSpot chat wants to know, does this game have a story?
Why do you need a story when this is happening?
Tell us a story about slow-mo goat.
Here's a story. Look at that dead goat. Where'd that come from?
The story is what you make of it, Chris. Dead goat in the field? What? Why are there dead goats raining from heaven?
Because video games.
What?
Danny is just tapping a button on keyboard to make it rain.
Is there a dead goat falling from heaven button?
Yeah, because I'm the king of goats.
You're the
Get it?
You're the queen of goats.
Obviously.
You're the queen.
I'm the queen of goats. Sorry.
Let's keep it real. You're the queen of goats.
This is made by Coffee Stain Studios, who decided to knock it together in a really short period of time.
because they released it as they did like a trailer as a joke.
Yeah,
right?
they just,
and then everyone was like, "Yes, please, can we?"
Oh shit!
Yeah, then they were like, "Oh, you have to make it now," because everyone's super jazzed about this weird goat game you made, and it turns out they did a pretty great job. They leaned into the joke pretty good. They've I don't know. Like, look at this boulder.
Yeah, I'll
like,
say.
Here's a boulder.
Sure,
You know what to
just
do
a
with the
boulder
boulder.
poised precariously above town. You just
you
lick
push
it
it
down
down.
the.
And then you murder all those innocent civilians.
Yeah,
And then
you do it in slow motion so you get to
a
enjoy
Steam
it.
achievement.
And you do a flip while you're doing it.
Oh yeah!
Go flip.
Oh,
Boo.
Carrying Campbell, baby. This dude.
That guy's still cooking his meat.
Yeah,
He
and
does
then the
not
frame rate
even
goes.
care.
We don't really care, because whatever.
Because it's just goat mayhem, man. What do you expect?
Look at that dude, he's loving it. This dude's loving it. Look at this guy running away. You can't escape me. Oh God.
Oh,
that's just-
that lady has become one with a table. She's now a table centaur
That is deeply tragic.
and cannot move.
Is
there a goat high dive?
There is. There's an anti-gravity lab as well in this town. This is my favorite. The friction doesn't work too good on these slides, so you can just go into you can hit Q to be a ragdoll. Just go into ragdoll mode. And you can just slip on down, baby.
There you go.
Slip on down.
It's like this wonderful goat amusement park.
Oh,
no.
your goat leg got stuck.
You've entered a flat spin. You have no control. You're
look
going
at
down.
this. Oh, I hit that sweet mattress.
Look, Mom. Ooh, that goat is kind of flying.
Check out this. It's like so. I've got a multiplier here. Check out this multiplier.
Oh yeah.
Look at this sweet multiplier. Look at this flopping goat.
Danny, is there a legit high leaderboard for Goat Simulator? Are there online leaderboards?
There are. There are online
look at that.
leaderboards.
Who's at the top? I want to see who's number one.
First of all, I gotta walk up this sweet ladder.
Yeah, that's what a goat can do. Oh God.
That's what it looks like when a goat walks up a ladder.
Yeah, you should
That's just authenticity.
Yeah, you don't often see that.
It's
But
one of
scientists have documented it.
this right here is the goat species' best kept secret.
Yeah.
The terrifying way in which they walk up ladders.
I know, it's amazing.
This is rolling and spinning and spinning.
Do you see that dude in the background? He's on like you can like hop onto that from the end of this
Who is that
sweet
dude?
crane.
What it looked like? It kind of looked like one of those portal robots.
I'm just gonna use this to get over here.
Sure.
Jump on a trampoline. Why not?
Look at this.
Now you're in slow-mo.
1080.
All right.
Oh, now you've broken all your goat legs.
I don't care though because I'm over here. I got my sweet jetpack.
What?
Woo!
Why do I feel like I'm just experiencing a fever dream right now?
Goat jetpack. Danny, I imagine this goat jetpack is the closest thing we get to satisfying Black Dragon 42's question. Is there a goat poo attack?
Oh, there isn't. Watch out for future updates because this game has got Steam. Is it Steam Workshop? It's called
Workshop, yeah.
which means that the community can do some sweet. Look at this. Look how sick I am of being a goat.
You are a pretty killer goat.
Look at this. I've been playing this game all week so I could practice for today's live stream.
You're doing a real good job, Danny.
I'm
real proud.
Watch this. You know what this dance party needs? A bunch of dead goats. Unfortunately, I can't summon the dead goats without also turning on my jetpack.
It's the same button?
Yeah.
Those people are just gonna keep dancing the night away.
All right, I got one more trick.
Okay, let's see.
Once I goat jetpack over
Go,
here.
go!
I got it. Everything's funnier when you make goat noises at the same time.
Just hit the bleat key.
Once you're the devil, you can go over here. Oh, by the way, this is the developer's office, Coffee Stain Studios.
Really?
They're right there,
Just
yeah.
like a house?
I'm gonna go in there in a second, but first of all, I need to get my next demon power. which is sorry for all the Goat Simulator spoilers happening here.
You've got more demon powers. So yeah, naturally, if you want demon powers, you follow the torches to the glowing pentagram.
And then I gotta drop bodies, but I gotta be careful because I got this stupid jetpack as well.
You have to sacrifice an amount of goats to the horrible goat god.
And then this happens.
What is any of this, Danny?
My face.
Blood of the blood goat. See? And now I've got this amazing power, which I'm gonna display in Coffee Stain Studios' office.
And yet you still have your halo.
Yeah, you just have everything. So this is them making the game.
Hello, everybody.
I'm gonna make. So
what is happening?
I made a singularity.
Are you Katamariing all of the developers?
Basically, you make a singularity which Katamaris everyone. I'm gonna try and do it to a different bunch of people. I'm gonna try and go over here. Go through this suite. Right, get out of my way.
Danny, Eminent Stranger wants to know if you can make a top 5 goat mods. There's already a bunch on Steam Workshop.
Are there already?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, there's Tall Goat. Do we have Tall Goat unlocked yet? Oh, I love Tall Goat. Is Tall Goat here yet? Maybe it's not. How do I unlock Tall Goat again? Oh, I know how I unlock Tall Goat. All right, give me a second.
I feel like you're saying words right now, but I don't understand
Sean,
any of
what
the
do you
words.
imagine a tall goat would be? Paint me a picture with your words.
Okay. I feel like the obvious choice is just a really large goat. But I feel like if this game has taught us anything, it's that it's an elaborate commentary on the modern human condition.
Okay.
So nothing is truly as it seems. So tall goat is probably like, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Pretty abstract.
Yeah.
Some sort of. Well, I actually saw Danny's tweet this weekend, and I know what tall goat is.
It's pretty great.
So
there's a
you're in for a treat.
Good. There's a bunch of modifiers. I think maybe the Halo thing is a modifier as well, because I wasn't on it at the start. You can spawn as Devil Goat once. Oh, feck! Ah, god damn it!
This is it.
That's where I want to go. That's where I want to go. That's where I want to go.
Get there.
It's impossible to get there. Oh, god damn it! God damn it! Stupid goat!
Oh yeah! All right, you're better. You're good. Nope.
Reach for the stars!
It's almost as if demon goats with jetpacks were not meant to inhabit modern society.
There's your commentary, Sean.
My favorite thing is how his face just freaking out, no reason.
His face freaks out anytime you hit an invisible wall.
I got all these great. You know what?
You messed up real bad.
You know what? I'm gonna restart. Yeah.
All right. While you do this, I'm gonna read out the last 5 winners of our MLB The Show 14 and NBA 2K14 double pack for the PlayStation 3. This is the copy that I was not walloping around earlier, I promise you. Winner number 6, Just Hints 21. We've got Typical _ Chewy, Don Cabeza, GLCRMI, and Peace. Ashley, love, winning. Was I not supposed to do this at that point?
No, I can't stop laughing because one of the options here is Italian dinosaur goat.
What is an Italian dinosaur goat?
I don't know, Chris. Why don't you tell me?
All right, yeah, no, an Italian dinosaur goat is just like a really long, elongated lizard that suns itself on rocks. And
I have an idea what this might be.
I have no good ideas at all.
Am I just regular? This looks like a regular ass goat.
Flat spin.
When do you become an Italian dinosaur?
Usually you spawn as one. Do I have any special powers as Italian dinosaur goat? No? I don't know. Did I not do that right? Did I not do the video game right?
Oh, Danny.
I'm gonna try and be another one.
Danny.
I want to unlock Tall Goat because Tall Goat's pretty great. And we'll do some more. Look at this. So the custom game stuff, like Workshop, is basically when you can add in, like, main goat map is the only map they have at the moment.
Main goat map.
Goatborn. You can Italian. Eat stuff by licking and pressing R to make bombs. Oh, that's pretty good. It's like Yoshi style, I guess.
Oh, yes, it is.
I can speak dragon by pressing R. Oh my god, have they given you Fus Roda? Is that what's happened?
It sounds like it.
Oh.
And this answers Digested Avocado's question, can you customize your goat?
What?
To some degree.
What?
There are other goat powers at the very least, such as Fusro Goat.
This guy got away easy. There you go.
That guy made a bad decision by standing there.
Cars and trucks.
First I gotta go to see these people and tell them about penis-shaped food. And how
Listen, zucchinis are delicious.
Slow-mo, Fus Roda goat.
Oh.
No, you think you're getting away, boy? You think you're getting away?
Oh, he is.
Oh, wow,
Now he's
into the
getting
trees.
away.
Look at the humanity.
Oh, my.
Oh, the humanity.
There's a guy to the right who's still standing. The guy in the orange over
Is it
there.
that guy against the blue building?
No.
Can I just say I love this goat's face just against this wall. It's freaking out. Where's he gone? Oh, this
is unbelievable.
The dude's still alive. No, he's not. He's dead.
Yo, come on the trampoline with me. Come here.
Hey, come on, let's have some fun.
You could be my trampoline
Goats
friend.
are fun-loving companions for humans.
Oh my God.
Wow, you are just wrenching that man's neck out of his body, but it won't come.
I'm worried he might not survive this.
Come on, don't be a dick. Come play with me.
Seems traumatic.
Come play with me. Why did I get Michael Bay for that?
The game just says Michael Bay.
Yeah, I got him.
Right, now you've got a friend.
Right.
There you go, kids.
Definitely.
If people don't want to play with you, just keep nagging them until they do.
Yes,
Here
grab
we
them
go.
with your tongue.
And then do sweet flips.
By the neck.
Okay. All right, I need to find Tall Goat.
I literally just picture you doing this in your home for just hours on end.
Well, this is literally what I did.
Was this your weekend?
Yeah, just went home, did this. I feel like Tall Goat needs to happen. Do we have any questions about Goat Simulator at all?
We've had a fair amount of them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I bet we've
what
answered
kind
none
of
them.
what kind of goat customization would you want here, Danny?
I'd like different maps.
That's not goat customization.
Oh, goat customization
Yeah,
specifically?
Come on, man. Let's get specific with your goats. I would like a 6-legged goat. I don't know why. I just think it would be amusing.
Like a spider goat?
Just get a few more legs in there. What are these guys doing?
They're just
on the
hanging out.
rooftop. They're having like
trampolining.
a little encounter.
They're trampoline.
What about you, Sean? What kind of goat customization would you want to get into here?
Oh my God, there's so many options. I feel like...
No, there's like none, but you could add them.
What you got? 12-legged goat. Centipede.
Human hands for feet.
Human hands for feet would be pretty good.
Centipede goat.
Centipede goat would be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I would like if maybe the goat was the size of humans and humans were the size of a goat. Like humans are walking around on all
bipedal
fours.
goat.
A bipedal goat and quadruped humans.
This guy's gonna have a bad time. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Or
Goat
he's
born
going
him.
to have the greatest time.
I'm gonna lick him, and then he's gonna want to.
Are you gonna Foos Road goat him?
That's a good point. Yep. Oh,
that
was realistic. Where's the thing gone? Okay, this is what I need to find. This is tricky. I'll be honest. I'm gonna have to use all my goat skills to pull this off.
We're all pulling for you, Danny.
You can do this, Danny.
We really,
you got
this is your time to shine. And if you don't shine now, we're all gonna be terribly disappointed and end the show.
How did I do this last time? I need to.
You're not. Are you above the thing?
Yeah, but I thought I was.
Can you do a goat flip?
Yeah.
Am I too high?
Do a goat flip.
I thought I was higher than this before.
What do you? Oh, like you have to like make the.
Yeah, my neck's all
crane.
busted and stuff. Where is it? Look how far. Where is it gone? Where's the thing? So, all right. Yeah, for some reason I thought it was easier to get to last time. But maybe it's because I'd been drinking heavily and playing Goat Simulator. I can't tell.
Yeah, maybe because you were in the flow of Goat Simulator. You were just
so far away.
You were a real Goat Simulator pro.
I saw you, son of a
Your face was your undoing.
If you think we're ending this live stream and I'm not trying that again, you are wrong, sir. We have a PlayStation 4 to give away as well.
Yeah, we do.
Why don't we give away a PlayStation 4?
We have a PlayStation 4. We've been running this grand sweepstakes, as you folks know. You've been listening. But now it's time to announce the winner of this PlayStation 4.
It's me!
That copy of Infamous Second Son and a year of PlayStation Plus. Out of all the entrants, the winner, Colin H.
Colin H.
That's Colin with 2 L's. Now, Colin, if you're watching out there, you gotta do. What does it say on this?
You gotta email us. You gotta
check your email, man, or lady, whoever you are. Check your email because you got 5 days to respond. If you don't respond in 5 days and claim your sweet prize,
Sean McGinnis gets it.
I get the
Sean
PS4.
McGinnis. He already has a PS4.
I need a backup
so it's
just in
gonna,
case.
Like stack on top of it, and it's gonna be
here we go.
A real heating nightmare.
Here we go.
This is game time, baby. All right, here we go.
Danny, do it for Colin H.
Yeah,
we're all winners today. Well, I mean, you have to get inside the thing,
know.
right?
Inside
so I've done the.
Seems like a tougher.
I've done the least difficult
that seems
part
like
of
a
this.
much tougher jump for you to
I'm
make.
gonna go in slow motion because it's easier to do this.
Is it?
Are you? What is?
Nice. You're using goat hacks, and I approve.
All right, so
can we get a bleat real quick? Thank you.
It's the tongue, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Who doesn't want
Why
to see
is his
that?
tongue so long?
Everybody wants to see that. Oh, Danny, you're even doing it too.
His tongue looks like raw Kobe
Wonderful.
beef.
All right, so what I gotta do here is pretty difficult. I gotta get inside with this robot dude.
I believe in you, Dan.
My hands are genuinely sweaty.
I believe that also.
Chris is sitting in your sweat still.
Yeah, no,
You're a sweaty man, Danny.
I'm encountering New horizons of Danny Sweat.
Now I know how esports players feel.
Yeah, this is it, man.
You're like the fatality of Goat Simulator.
This is like the buzzer beater headshot.
Fall, you stupid goat!
Can't you just fall out and then fall in?
That's what he's trying to do, but he's trying to do it ever so gently.
This is bullshit. Look at these hitboxes.
This is ridiculous.
You broke Goat Simulator. Oh, fall in,
Get
fall
in there!
Fall in,
Yes! He's
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
You got clobbered by the robot! How did you not know that was gonna happen?
What were you expecting, you naive
I thought
fool?
you had done this before.
I had. He didn't do that last time.
Danny, all of esports is disappointed in you.
I'm so
You're
sorry.
never gonna be on the MLG.
This is,
I'm so sorry, Sundance.
In 30 years, On Gamers 30 for 30 is going to profile this moment as one of the moments that could have made or broken a budding esports star.
Yeah.
You know what they say? When you fall off the goat, get back on the goat.
Never has anybody said that in all of time.
I don't know. I feel like there's some goat racing leagues that they might do that. Would like children be able to race on goats, on goat back?
Yeah, or small people.
Yeah. Children
are,
people
are small people.
Monkeys?
Monkeys.
You can get that monkey from the Elder Scrolls Online and put a goat on it, or put him on a goat.
Well, you've got
either way is good.
Here we
You've
go.
got some tips coming in from the Twitch chat. Nor Farag says you have to lick the robot.
Oh yeah.
But Karanore says keep going. I need to see that tall goat.
Here we go. Here we
Tall
go.
goat. Tall goat.
Danny.
Fuck.
Danny. Danny. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you.
That was some Kerry Strug stuff right there, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, way to stick that.
This is
really
esports, man.
stuck it.
This is esports.
God Jeans, thank you for confirming that children ride sheep in rodeos in the U.S.
Do they? Wow.
If someone says it in the Twitch chat, it must be true.
I was expecting some
God
third world
Jeans
country to be doing
even
it.
put double exclamation points, so I'm pretty confident.
All right, remember, lick the robot.
Remember,
I'm gonna hit that
do
robot so
something to the robot.
Lick it, but don't lick it too hard.
Get it?
Okay, oh, come on.
Yeah!
Oh, you got him. You got
Yes! No! Get that.
Yes! I'm gonna touch this thing.
Oh,
Tall
sweet
goat.
goat victory.
I'm pretty sure that unlocks tall goat. If it doesn't, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna be really pissed.
You know what? There may be one other thing that unlocks tall goat. I'm pretty sure it was that thing, but just in case it's not, there's another collectible over here.
Is there a reason you wouldn't try tall goat right now?
Because
And
I'm
give the
have to
people what they
respawn?
want?
because I don't.
What are you doing with your goat butt scoot?
I don't know. I feel like I'm in the zone here. Chris, you can do some more housekeeping. You can talk about the Penny Arcade Expo meetup we're doing in Boston next week.
Can I?
You can.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny, are you going to PAX East?
Apparently.
Sean, are you going to PAX East?
Yeah.
We're all going to PAX East. If you folks are going to be at PAX East, you should come hang out with us because we're totally going to be there hanging out on Friday night in Boston near the Boston Convention Center.
The address is I think it's on the running.
Yeah. It's
The
1
address is on the
Boston
running
Street.
order, which I literally have in front
What's
of me.
it called again?
It's at the Atlantic Beer Garden from 8 to 10 on Friday night. That's a week from this Friday in Boston. It's 21 and up, so you gotta be of age to come in and hang out with us. But we're gonna be there. Giant Bomb Crew's gonna be there. It's gonna be a blast, and we really hope you join us. If you're not 21 and up, or if you just want to hang out with us on Saturday as well,
Chris will buy you beer.
We've got. I'm gonna be bringing a cool 30 rack to the lobby panel
His
at
natty ice though. So.
2 p.m. I didn't say it was gonna be good, but it is gonna be ice. We've got the lobby panel live at PAX East on Saturday, and then in the evening we've got Duel with the Devs, Defeat the Devs.
Demolish the
devs.
Yeah.
D-word the devs. Nope, that's not it.
D-word the devs.
That is not what it's
Devs
called.
love the D.
GameSpot, you can come on by, play Titanfall against Titanfall developers, and I believe there's going to be another game in the mix there, but come on by to that. That's at 9 o'clock on Saturday. So 2 opportunities on Saturday, 1 on Friday night. And of course, stay tuned. Check us out on Twitter if you want the details, but it's going to be a good time.
I'm so sorry it didn't unlock Tall Goat after all that. I think maybe this thing over here might. Oh, just own myself.
This is literally painful.
I know, it's just, the Tall Goat is so good. It's so good. It's so rich and humorous and
Tall goat better not just be a slightly taller goat. You're gonna be
What the?
No, you're here. You're good.
Cool,
Go
you're
in.
up there, man.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
just
Did I
turn
get
into,
a collectible?
turn into tall goat.
Yeah, ready?
Just do it already.
Here comes Tall Goat.
Don't stop saying that.
In
That's a
3, 2, 1.
Hey, everybody, it's Tall Goat.
Hey, look! Wow, look at that goat. It's slightly taller.
What's happening? Did you grow a few inches?
I
or
got
what?
this Walker statue from their other game.
Is that, are you tall yet, though?
No, I'm not.
You look like a basic ass goat to me, Danny.
The guy said I could log into my account, so I'm gonna do that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
the
wow.
quest for Tall Goat continues here on the lobby. Want to congratulate all our winners of the PS3 copies of MLB 14 The Show and NBA 2K14 The Show. Thanks for retweeting that stuff. We give away stuff all the time here on the lobby, folks, as you know. And congrats against to Colin H for winning the grand PS4 giveaway. Go ahead and... Oh, almost had that. Nice toss, Sean.
I like how the...
Go ahead and check your email, Colin. Otherwise, it's going to someone else. And we're Tall Goat. The quest for Tall Goat in Goat Simulator.
Literally logging
continues
into my Steam.
unabated. Danny.
What?
Tall Goat. What other kinds of goats we got?
Hold on, Danny has to check his Steam guard.
Yes. I know, right?
Do you have to
I did it. It's cool.
verify this
Cool.
computer?
We got this. We got this.
We're going.
Goat
Were you
Simulator's
playing
coming
on
back
this?
out.
Oh, there's cloud saves?
Oh man. Last modified.
You probably...
Danny, don't screw this up.
Look,
I'm gonna not
we need
copy
to have
editing
this
right
Tall
now.
Goat. It needs to come.
Don't you need to download your cloud save to this computer from when you were drunkenly playing at home?
I was. Which is that newer? That's newer. Download it.
It's
I
the
think.
number that
Oh, I'm
is-
not sure if that was right.
Danny's just wiped all his goat progress.
Yeah.
See, that's the fun thing
Creating
about
some
Goat
sort of
Simulator.
What is
it-
cloud save management?
Yeah, it's like like an MMO, but it's single player and it's only like you can complete it in an hour.
It's
But you could just keep
entirely unlike an MMO.
Here we go.
In every
Yeah.
way.
Here we go.
There are trees in it. Some MMOs have trees.
Tall Goat!
All right.
See it? Just
ready
because
for
it
Tall
says
Goat?
it there does not mean. Oh man, yes. Tall Goat, ladies and gentlemen, coming at you
All right, Tall Goat.
in Goat Simulator. What's it gonna be?
It's a tall goat.
It's a tall goat.
Oh, that's good. That's worth it. Oh, that's yeah, that's definitely.
That is.
That's what I call a plot
tall goat.
That tall goat is actually
that
a
tall
giraffe.
goat.
You just wait till you see
Do
this.
a flip. Do a flip into the tall
Yeah.
goat. Whoa! Look at that tall
Right?
goat.
Everything that was hilarious to do as a goat is
Oh.
hilarious to do again as a tall goat.
That goat is so tall. I didn't know goats got that tall.
Can you lick someone through a second-story
Oh,
window?
no.
I can't get into this building because I'm too
You
tall.
have a flaccid neck.
Oh man, you've got, it's like one of those little things that you press the button on the bottom of and this figure collapses and then you let go and it stands up straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you climb ladders with this thing, I wonder? I bet you can. I bet you can.
Let's try to get tall goat all over again.
What happens if you double tall goat?
I almost made it, Mom. Come on. I can just ragdoll with tall goat.
The ragdoll with tall goat is way more impressive. Just because there's a lot, there's a lot more going on. There's a lot more goat.
There's a lot of appendage.
Look at that butt swagger.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, let's try and get up this ladder, I guess.
Do it.
Is that a hang glider? Oh, God.
What?
Did you got goat balls?
Oh, look at those.
Yeah, let's get in nice and tight on tall goat's
Oh, that's
genitals.
good.
Let's get a slow-mo.
Oh, yeah. Look at them jiggle.
Look at that.
Nice.
You can tell what time of the day it is by then.
You don't get.
Yeah. The way the shadow casts on your goat balls.
I don't think I can stand up here as the goat, as the tall goat.
I feel like that's never going to be an issue when you
can't-
have a neck like that.
Next time we play this game, can we have somebody from PETA on the couch, please? There you go. Here we
This
go.
goat is completely unharmed.
Yeah. This is
And
what
also
goats-
a real
It's
goat.
a tall goat.
This is really difficult.
Are you going to do a 1080 when you jump off of this?
I cannot say enough how difficult this is.
Is this one of the
This
more
seems-
challenging?
Don't be stupid, goat.
Whoa. I just noticed that your tail flips up every time you jump.
It's because I'm happy.
That's really.
That's
Yeah,
not
I
his,
guess, yeah.
That's not his tail, Chris.
Your grasp of anatomy as conferred to you by Goat Simulator is frightening to behold, and the ramifications of it are grim, to say the least.
I'm gonna slow-mo die off the edge of this.
Oh no, tall goat.
And with this majestic fall, tall goat. Oh, this is just
Why do you sound like a lawnmower?
just bask in it.
Oh, those poor tomatoes. Look at that.
Oh, man.
And there you go.
How long that person worked on that deck?
And now we all remember where we were when we reached peak video games.
That's it, folks. It happened right here on the lobby. It's all downhill from here. Danny, Sean.
Hey.
Thanks for doing a lobby. Danny, I'm so proud. Can I just give you a hearty handshake? I'm so proud
sweaty. My hand's so
that
sweaty.
you went ahead and...
Thanks, Mom. I think my mom was watching this week's show. I made it!
We're all proud of him too, Mrs. O'Dwyer. Real proud. Thanks for watching the lobby this week, folks. Stay tuned for a little extra GameSpot content in your eyeball zones. I think it's going to be GTA Diaries.
Sweet. Yeah. Hopefully next week it'll be Goat Simulator
and
Diaries.
next week maybe we'll put hashtag Goat Diaries on there.
Yeah.
Thanks again for watching, folks. We'll see you next week on the lobby.
Bye bye.
Adios. Tall Goat, fantastic work.